Yeah, let's get to it. And I'll slow it down.
That's good.
So, welcome back to The View,
It's good
sir.
to be back to The View. It really
It's
is.
nice to have you here.
I'd like to be here.
I'll get us started.
Yeah.
So, Mr. President, it was only 2 months ago that you decided to step aside from seeking re-election, putting your country first above any personal ambition, and passing the torch to the vice.
You guys are applauding a loser. He's a loser. Anybody in any other industry or game that quits the way he did is a loser. But, you know, media can spin it how they want to. I'm sorry. Let's get to the rest of it, y'all. Artificial.
It's like having one of the Beatles at the table. And you passed the torch to Vice President Kamala Harris. What have these past 2 months felt like, and are you at peace with your decision?
I am at peace with my decision. Look, when I ran this last term,
Get it out, Joe.
I said that I saw myself as a transition president.
Yeah.
Transitioning to a new generation of leadership. Now, I know I only look 40, but I'm 180 years old. I've been around forever. But what happened was we were having so much success in getting things done that people thought we couldn't get done.
Right.
I found myself having used more time than I would have ordinarily to pass that torch. But working with Kamala, she is bright, she is tough, she's honorable, and the thing I like about her, and one thing we share in common, is that we have an optimistic view of the future here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing we can't do, and there really isn't. Anyway, but that's what happened, and so finally I
Going to sleep,
decided
Joe.
that it was better, and I said what I meant what I said.
Yeah, I'm going to
It
sleep
was the
too, Joe.
greatest honor in the world sitting behind the resolute desk as President of the United States, but I loved it, but it sounds
You did
corny,
it.
but I love my country more.
That's right. That's an incredible.
What?
That's an incredible thing that you did. Absolutely.
Well, Mr. President,
I'm going to say my comments.
the Vice President has been working hard to get her message out to voters, and she's been drawing large crowds. Crowds are a thing for some people. There is momentum among Democrats.
For as long as you count right.
There is some momentum among Democrats that we're seeing. As the only person who has ever beaten Trump, what advice have you given the Vice President about how to win?
Be herself. Look,
She's
she
doing
is
that.
smart as hell, number one.
Yeah.
She's
Word
tough.
salads, boy.
She was a first-rate prosecutor. She is a United States Senator of significant consequence. And as Vice President, there wasn't a single thing that I did that she couldn't do. And so I was able to delegate her responsibility on everything from foreign policy to domestic policy. Look, the one thing we have in common, she and I, two basic things that are different, departed from some Democrats, some past Democratic notions. We thought the way to build this country and build the economy, which was left in tatters,
Yeah.
was to build a middle class.
Right.
To build a middle class from the bottom up. It would increase. It would give it.
This is torture watching this man speak. This is absolute torture. I don't even know why I decided to even react to this full clip. This is absolute torture. Goodness grief, get the words out. And this is the man that y'all want talking to world leaders. This is the man this is our representation of the United States right here, y'all. This man supposedly is the one negotiating on behalf of us. Y'all feel confident enough? I don't know why I've been talking to the freaking Democrats. Y'all don't know who the heck y'all want to vote for anyway. They just throw a corpse in front of y'all. And y'all will say, yep, we're going to rock with the corpse. As long as they can beat Donald Trump. And I'm going to tell y'all where y'all mishap is later on. As far as the Democrats and what your guys is focused on. And then what the Republicans and Trump is focused on. But anyways, this man is dust right here, man. He's not there. And this is not somebody that I want talking to freaking Netanyahu or leader of Taiwan or none of these people, because he would get absolutely finessed.
The poor folks an opportunity, give the middle class a chance to grow. And the wealthy could still do well. They should start paying their taxes.
They
but,
should.
Taxes. Here we go. Here we go. Pay your taxes. So you can take people's tax money and then turn it around and fund the migrants that you guys are at $400 billion or over, sorry, $150 billion that you've taken and funded the migrants. What are you going to do with the tax money? Paying more taxes doesn't help you. Just like if you become a millionaire and you have horrible spending habits, $1 million doesn't help you if you don't know how to actually manage your money. Doesn't matter. More money doesn't fix your problem. But yeah, they want to tax the heck out of you, and of course the American people, which does absolutely nothing. Nothing, bro.
Yes.
but all kidding.
Pay your taxes.
And
What's up,
the other
Nico?
thing is that I don't know all of a sudden how we're so down on the prospects of America. There's nothing we've ever set out to do we haven't been able to do as a people, and we've done it together. Nothing. And so I just think she has the energy, she has the intelligence, she has the grit, she has the stamina, and she has the guts to do the right thing.
Yes.
All right, so that's a commercial for some reason. My bad. I'm gonna read your comment in a second, Nico, and also see you too as well.
Quaker Chewy bars,
Sharon,
made with whole grains. Unleash the
Let me get
imagination.
through this real quick. It's brutal. It's pretty brutal though.
Well, Mr. President, we all agree at this table it's very selfless of you to pass the baton and step aside. There was a perception that perhaps your hand was forced, and some pointed fingers to Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who you have a long relationship
Why are they asking more tougher questions than Kamala's getting on the campaign trail?
with and accomplished many things with. Did you feel that your hand was forced, and what is your relationship with Speaker Pelosi now?
My relationship is fine. Look,
Come on, Joe. Say it.
I
Say it, Joe.
I never fully believed the assertions that somehow there was this overwhelming reluctance of my running again. I didn't sense that. And although the polling, as I said, Biden's polling was different, the fact of the matter is my polling was about, we're always within range of beating this guy.
Yeah.
And, what I did was, I think there were, it makes sense. There were some folks who would like to see me step aside so they have a
Say it,
chance
Joe.
to move on. I get that. That's just human nature. But that wasn't the reason that I stepped down. I stepped down because I started thinking about it. You know, it's hard to think of, I know you're only 30, but it's hard to think of, it's hard for me to even say how old I am. No, I'm serious. I don't know.
Y'all see how he continues to deviate away from the question, right? She asked you about you dropping out and about Nancy Pelosi.
I give my word. It's like, holy God, that can't be right. that just can't be right.
I'm your age, by the way. The number gives me
you're not.
vertigo. Yes, it does. I am. I'm your age.
No woman close to me is as old as I am. None.
I'm telling you, sir.
Right now they are.
In this
What was that? What was that, Joe?
I'm telling you, sir.
Right now they are.
in this
Yo, this man's sick, bro. This man. Now, he's supposed to be answering the question about Nancy Pelosi, and this man has got his forehead onto another woman. Hey, Jill. Hey, Jill, you see this? You better come get Joe. Give Joe his meds. Somebody come give Joe his meds. He's starting to get off the train. Joe, that's not Jill Biden. That's Joy Behar. A lot worse, brother. A lot worse. She seems to be off her rocker. I'll tell you that right now. This man is weird.
Do you think had you stayed in the race, would you have won?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was confident I would beat Trump.
Listen, I
He's a
didn't like
loser.
the way they did it. I'm
He
going to
said
just
it.
say it out loud because
He said it. He said it. He just told y'all the truth. He just told you the truth. He just told you. He told you. He just told you. And without, see, man, you got to listen to what people say. That man did not want to get up out of this race. He didn't want to get out of this race. He was forced out. He still believed that he could have beat Trump. And I would have respected Joe Biden had he went down on his shield. And even if he lost, he said, I knew I didn't have a really big chance, but I stayed in the race because I was the one that they picked from the primary and the ones that the Americans picked, 81 million of them. I would have respected that. But he's telling you, and he's almost giving a big FU to the Democratic Party when he's telling you, I believe I still could have beat him. Why are you still talking about it if you didn't? If you dropped out, why are you still talking about it? Bet. Tell the truth, Joe. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
I was confident I would beat Trump.
Listen, I
He's a
didn't like
loser.
the way they did it.
No,
I'm going to just say
you're
it
a
out
loser,
loud, 'cause
Joe.
no-
You are the loser. You the one that dropped out. You're the loser. Trump destroyed your dementia on public and national TV. He destroyed you, aka put that man in a corpse, put him in a coffin. Done, finito, done. Vamos. You were out of here, Joe. 2 weeks later, you were out of here. Trump said, next one up. And y'all brought Kamala. Even worse. Even worse. She's polling bad right now.
Nobody says it out loud. I didn't like the way it was done publicly. I thought they could have done this in a different way because we didn't need to hear all the inner fighting. I didn't like it. I'm saying it to you. You were my ride or die. I was going wherever you were going.
You don't care who they got up
I
there.
just wanted to say that because I always felt you were going to probably do 4 years and then try to figure out where to go with Kamala. Then he just wouldn't go. He was like a bug. He just kept being there. He was like a bug right there. Zzz. So you felt... And that's what was needed, and you did it.
I'll admit that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. Joe had a cognitive moment. He had an actual moment where it connected and made sense. That one was actually kind of funny. Whoopi's not funny, though.
And I just want to say thank you, but thank you for everything you've done in my entire lifetime.
He does. I might need to. So, yeah, Joe Biden does look hurt up there. He looked like he, I don't know why they decided to bring him on here. You know, out of all the things he could be doing as president.
I want to say thank you to you as well because, you know, one of the things you promised when you came in, you said you were going to have an administration that looked like America.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with so many other things, you delivered. You gave us a very diverse cabinet. You gave us the first black woman in the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
You gave us Kamala Harris, the first woman president, vice
She's
president.
not the president.
You gave us Becerra, Cardona, Mayorkas,
Linda.
Guzman, all the people.
First of all,
so thank you.
Mayorkas, I'm starting to look into this Mayorkas cat. This Mayorkas guy is full of crap. Bro, Trump has been asking for Secret Service since like right before he even left or right after he left office for more security. He even asked for RFK to have it. I think he put in like 10 requests and Mayorkas denied all of Trump's requests. And look what just happened in these last 2 months. He's been asking for protection. Mayorkas, I think that dude is full of crap, man. And I'm going to keep digging a little bit deeper, but I don't like what I'm seeing from this guy.
Thank you for that. And why? So like, in case people don't know, you're like a straight white guy. So why was representation so important to you?
Man, the identity politics is heavy on the Democratic side, right? It's racist, bro. It's the party that talks about race the most, says the most racist things, such as white dudes for Kamala, right? White dudes for Kamala, and it's always about gender, and you're a straight white guy. What? Why do you even need to address that? That's what I'm saying. Like, the Democratic Party is full of crap, man. And all they care about is identity politics. They always talk about race. They talk about gender. They're like little children. It's like a little children party, and they get offended when you actually bring up like someone's race. Like if you say, well, Kamala is Indian as well. Oh my God, are you trying to say she's not black? It's like, well, y'all are the ones that are running on this.
Known for liking chocolate chip ice cream and Ray-Ban sunglasses. What the hell?
Why was representation so important to you?
Look. The Raider Dude 30 says, this guy is running the country. I wouldn't let him run my dishwasher. And the funny thing is, right upstairs is a dishwasher running because I ran it. So that's why. That was funny.
You know, I think people our kids need to have aspirations. And when they look and they see a woman president, they look and they see a Supreme Court justice, they look and they see the leaders being women.
This man
all
is
those
so
young
racist.
Girls who have aspirations go, God, I know it's going to sound corny.
This man is so racist. He has said so many racist things, bro. And they are going to act like he did not say those things about people about segregation of the schools, the 90s crime bill, got on the Breakfast Club and said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. This man has said so many racist things. It is insane how they try to act like, oh, Trump's the racist. This man is the racist. Threat to democracy. That party has literally overthrown the president and told him to go to freaking hell. And let's go ahead and put Kamala in there. They have overthrown democracy, shown racism time after time. And then y'all keep acting like this party is a great party. This party is full of crap, bro.
But, you know, when I remember when we moved from Scranton, Pennsylvania, which was an Irish Catholic neighborhood I lived in. It was not poor, but it was a middle-class neighborhood. We moved down to Delaware when coal died, and my dad didn't work in the mines, but he had lived in Delaware before, until he was a junior in high school. We moved back to Claymont, Delaware. And
right, Mel?
I moved into a community that didn't have many Catholics. Mm-hmm. And in the neighborhood we moved into. And I remember things like one of my friends, his sister, who was a lovely girl, asked me to go to her 9th day dance, and I didn't have any
She is a
interest,
lovely girl, weirdo.
I said yes. And I remember him coming over and saying, Mom says she can't go because you're a Catholic. Oh. And I can remember when John Kennedy got elected president.
Oh, yeah.
I know it sounds corny
First
now,
Catholic president.
but it meant something. I wasn't looking to be president, but I thought, God, finally, you know, this is moving. Yeah. And so I think it matters. I mean, I think I watch young women, the way they respond. I watch young Hispanics. I watch young blacks. I watch looking at people and saying, well, I can do that, or it's open for me. And I think we not only have the most diverse administration in history, I think we have the most qualified.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Both can exist at once.
Look at her looking at him.